Boom. How's everyone doing? It's Friday. Boom, bam, boom. Let's get it done. So, today I'm gonna kind of not just talk about the news. I'm gonna go a little bit into why Bitcoin is going to change all of our lives and why it won't let the current system happen over again if we don't let it. So I'm gonna get into some juicy stuff, and so I hope you guys are willing to talk about this stuff. Hopefully you guys have some input. I love your input for this one today, especially. Okay, let's see who's here. Sue, nice to see you. Mark, Brian, Mark, another Mark, nice. Mario, Steve, how's it going up in, I think it's Florida, right? Sean, what's up? How Padia treating you, brother? Steve, nice to see you. Chrissy, Jose, Karen, and Jose. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Alan, on YouTube. Guys, if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook, just go for a couple seconds, click that like and subscribe or share button. Support your favorite educator. Okay, so moving on. I'm looking juice woman. Yeah, boom. I haven't even working out, guys. This is like old school. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in today and talk about what the hell is the Federal Reserve, what, how do they issue banknotes, etc., and what's going on. So really, what we're going to be looking at today is how. Let me just change my background actually, because I want to do this without any interruption, and so I'm just gonna do it like this. All right. All right, this question is, I'm feeling we are never going out of this bear market. Hope is lost. Marco, then you are the perfect person. The perfect person for today. Because what they want you to feel is lost. What they want you to understand is that we've lost money. We're never going to get it back. That's what they want you to feel like, guys. So the only way to avoid that feeling that we're talking about right now is to actually understand what the system is now, to be able to understand where it's going to go in the future. So let me just kind of break down, okay? If you lost hope, that's a sign we'll be going up soon. Yes, Mark is 100% right. When we feel like everything's done, when we feel depressed, when we feel like it's never going to go back up, that's generally when we start to see a kickback in the market. And these little bounces that we have are just recovery periods, because it goes down so much, so it recovers. It goes so low, it's bottoming out, so we buy it, and then it goes up, and then it seems to bottom out again. Now, like I've been telling you guys, regulations are very important. But let's talk about what I put in the video title today of Bitcoin will have no Federal Reserve and there'll be no unbacked loans. So let me kind of explain to you guys how the current financial system works and why it's so screwed up and why America's so in debt and so many other countries are in debt. So this is going to be a really educational piece for you if you don't understand how this already works. So basically, there's a bunch of different types of there's a bunch of different types of loans, ways that banks can issue loans, ways that banks can back those loans, etc. So in the old system, loans were actually backed by gold. So they had something that was actually worth. So you couldn't print more money than there was gold until the 1970s, and Richard Nixon changed that. Well, what happened when they did that was the normal thing that this bar of gold is equal to this amount of US dollars, that went away. So all of a sudden the Federal Reserve could start printing as much money as they actually want to without any repercussions. What happened is over the course of a period of, let's say, I don't know, it took a while. It took about 40 years or so. In 40 to 50 years, it took $100 being worth this much gold. Let's say it's a gram of gold was $100. Now, because we don't have the gold, that $100 bill that used to be worth $100 is actually worth $13. Yes, you heard me right. It's worth $13. Because what happens is when you don't have gold to back it up, you can start printing more money if you want more money. And that's exactly what a lot of countries have already done. You've seen this in Turkey recently, but you've seen it in Zimbabwe where they had $1 billion bill, right? That's inflation. That's what inflation is created by. And there's other things that also create inflation. So things like paper-backed loans. So basically an IOU. Well, think about how in Bitcoin that won't work. For example, before we'd say, oh yeah, we have the money in the bank, we're a bank, we can give you an IOU, this is a loan. Well, if the bank defaults, guess what? You lose, they lose their loan. If you default, they lose the loan. So the point is here that with an unbacked loan, we don't know it actually has money in the bank to pay us back, for example, it causes a lot of problems. And here's what the problems it actually causes. I'll kind of outline those for you. The first problem that it causes is hyperinflation. So when you start printing off money and you don't have anything to actually back the money, it's not really worth anything. Remember, money is just paper. That's all it is. We give it the value. Same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just a IP, basically a wallet address that's linked to you with a private key. What gives it value is us. So if we take the value over again, did I hit the intro again? Oh, Brian, you missed the start. It's okay. Just watch again later. So where we're going is this. These unbacked loans that the government keeps giving out as IOUs go into Federal Reserve. They go basically into Federal Reserve bonds. And these bonds are bad. They're really bad. They try to sell them to everyone in the world, but they're not good bonds. They're bad bonds. They're full of crap money. Basically money that's been printed to make the U.S. look like they have more. And this is where the huge conflict comes in now, is when you have so many, and I mean not just one, I mean a ton of loans that are just in the Federal Reserve that they've been printing off money and printing off money and printing off money, and it's devalued the American dollar a ton. Okay, so there's the first fundamental problem with it. Then we have these unbacked loans. So basically, I'll give you a good example. So say I want to buy a house, right? Now, if I don't go to a bank, let's say I just go to my friend. Let's make it really simple. I go to my friend. I say, hey, I want to buy a house. He's like, all right, cool. He's like, let me do something for you. You have a nice car. I'm gonna back my loan for your house on this car that you have. So if you don't pay me, I'll get the car. Well, guess what? When you have money being printed off, there is no give the money back for a car because they don't have the money. You understand what I'm saying? So it's basically making up an IOU. Any of you guys ever seen the movie Dumb and Dumber? Like the classic movie Dumb and Dumber? Remember how they wrote IOUs for all the paper, the money that they spent? That's basically the exact same thing as what the banks do. They give you paper IOUs and they tell you, yes, this is a loan and it's good. And then what 2008 happened? This is why Bitcoin was created, because in 2008 they'd given so many bad loans that all these people went bankrupt and caused a huge financial crisis, caused banks to close, caused people to go bankrupt because their banks closed because the banks didn't actually have the money. One really important fact for you guys to understand about banks is this. Banks do not keep your money in your freaking bank account. Another thing about banks, you pay a bank to hold your money, you pay a bank again to take your own money out. Okay? That's also kind of messed up, isn't it? And then we also think about the other side of it. We have banks taking money out of our accounts and investing it. Well, what happens when those investments don't go good? What happens when the bank gets wrecked? You do too. They don't have the money backed by anything to pay you back. So when they go bankrupt, you go bankrupt. So this is the problem with it. What's up, Portugal? What's up, Delton? Nice to see you guys on. If you're on YouTube, guys, just say hi. I got Alan, I can see there, but no one else is here. So I know some of you are watching. So say hi. Tell me what's up. How you doing today? It's Friday. You should all be happy, guys. And it's Friday on a day where we had a really slumpy market and it's kind of coming up a little bit. So that should be a positive day for you all, right? So we just think about it like that. Now, back on track. So why hyperinflation? Well, simple as this. Someone asked me the other day, and this is what I was trying to get back. This is the whole point of this whole thing. Someone asked me the other day, or actually told me the other day when we were having a conversation. They said to me, Joel, I want to ask you something. I said, go right ahead, ask me anything you want. You know what he said? He said, Joel, with Bittrex and Binance making fiat gateways, Bitcoin is not going to be as strong in the future. And I literally sat there and said, that is literally the dumbest thing I've heard all day. And he was like, why? And I said to him like this. I'll tell you right like this. I see you guys on YouTube. I'll comment in a second. I said to him like this. I said, okay, that's great. What happens when everyone puts all their fiat into crypto and we use crypto? Like, what happens when 80% or 70 or even 60% of the world's money is in crypto? What backs crypto? Is it cash? Is this the fiat that you're talking about? Is that what's going to back crypto? And he was like, I was like, yeah, think about that one for a minute. Just 1 minute, and you'll understand why Bitcoin is always going to be the king. It's just so simple to understand that when you think about it that way. When there's no fiat, there's nothing backing crypto other than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king. It is the first blockchain. It is the first of its kind. It is first mover advantage. It's not like when people say MySpace to Facebook. It's not. It's just not. Sure, it has some flaws, Bitcoin, but the point is this. When that halving happens in 2020, we're going to see Bitcoin go crazy, parabolic again, for sure. And so you have to think longer term than just now. I'm going to get rich tomorrow. Yeah, everyone would love to be rich tomorrow, but that's not the point. The point is that fiat is not going to be around forever, and it's not going to back Bitcoin. So back to the point of hyperinflation. Well, if I'm a bank or I'm a government, and if I'm a government, not a bank, if I'm the Federal Reserve, and it doesn't matter which country you're in, it could be Turkey, it could be anywhere. If I'm the bank, what am I going to do? I am the Federal Reserve. I'm going to go and see that all this money is getting sucked into crypto. It's going to just eat it. Basically, crypto's whole position is going to take, like a rake, come in and rake the leaves into crypto. All that money is going to be in crypto. What does that mean for everything? It means some big, big things, guys. Okay? It means that when these governments stop, the governments either they get into crypto, like Thailand is leading the way pretty much, or they don't. The governments that don't get into crypto, they're going to go bankrupt. Basically, the people are going to end up controlling the countries because they won't have any money. And why won't they have money? Because what happens when a government needs money? They print money. That's the whole fucked up thing about the system that we're in right now is they just print money. I need money? Okay, print money. Great. What happens to your money when they do that? Inflation. Your $100 this year is $98 next year. Leaving it in the bank actually loses you money. Sure, with Bitcoin, it would lose you money if you put it in December, but if you put it in now, probably not. You're probably going to gain money on the money that you put in. And that's the whole point. It's deflationary. So this is the stuff you have to think about when you're looking at crypto, and you'll understand it so much more clearly. And so to wrap up all that stuff quickly, this is what I basically just told you guys, okay? Just to retell you what I told you. Kind of like an essay. At the end, you have to recap. So the Federal Reserve prints off money. That money is not backed by anything. It used to be backed by gold. It no longer is. When all that money starts to get flooded into crypto, they're going to start having to print more money, which is going to cause hyperinflation, which we're seeing in Turkey right now, where they're going to have to print enough money to be able to support, basically they print the money to support the government and doing what they need to do in daily life. So if governments don't adopt crypto, they're going to be left behind. So a first world country could easily be a second or third world country in 20 years if they don't adopt what we're going towards now. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys toward. It's not about money and being rich. It's nice. That's a byproduct of if you're lucky and this market treats you nicely and you do good things will happen. But it's about like where we're trying to do in the world to change it and make it better and more fair. That is my platform. Okay, guys? I'm not in this to become super rich. It could happen by a byproduct, but I'm not in this for that. I'm in this to change the way it is because it's so messed up. It's unfair. The rich just keep getting more rich. Crypto will change that. Crypto will make someone from a third world country that does a couple good trades very rich in their country, and that's what I'm hyped about because I think everyone has a chance, and that's what's up. So that's what I want to tell you guys about the Federal Reserve. They print money, number one. Number two, they have no cap on how much print their money. They put them in bonds to hide them. The bonds are bad, and when they cash those bonds in, the stock market is going to crash hard. That's what's going to happen. With that happening, hyperinflation will cause banks to start, or not banks, governments to start printing off more money, which will devalue the actual currency that people have in fiat. They'll start putting more and more money, like in Turkey, into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, like in Iran, and you're going to start to see that a lot of countries that are smaller countries, with, especially with corrupt governments, they're going to start moving towards crypto. And then everyone else is also going to start moving towards crypto if they haven't already. Okay? Chrissy, I used to work for a bank. People's deposits would either be used as loans, where the bank reserves a nice bit of interest back on our money, yep, and only pass on fraction of profit to their customer, or they would invest in FX. Absolutely. Thank you, Christy, for telling everyone that what I'm telling everyone is a fact. Banks use your money, and that's how they go bankrupt. You gotta think about it, guys. Banks, you put your money in, you have all this faith that your bank will keep your money safe and you'll never lose it. But the point here is this. They don't keep your money safe. It's not locked in that vault. It is used and it is gambled sometimes with the wrong traders. Think about it. Oh, how's it going, Richard and Ray, sorry, and David? Hope you guys are doing very well today. Let's see who's on YouTube. Viet, nice to see you. Adam Rodriguez, what's up, man? Jake Mullen, my dude, how you doing, brother? Iceman, Ice Cream Man, I love ice cream, it's good stuff. Going to be a world crypto coin, and all we're investing in will be worth this. Iceman, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. There's gonna be a world crypto coin. That's like saying there'd be a world fiat currency. If that was gonna happen, it would have happened a long time ago. Trust me. Governments are going to adopt cryptocurrencies, they're going to make digital asset currencies, etc., and they're going to use those as their main currencies in each country. But here's the thing. Bitcoin is going to be the thing that backs those all. I'm telling you right now. In 2030, what year is it? We're in 2018. So in 12 years from now, okay, when I am 45 years old, Bitcoin will be in the millions, not just one. It'll be worth millions, I'm sure. And I'm saying this 12 years in the future, okay? I'll be right. I'm friggin' honestly sure about that. Tavo, how's it going, brother? June, nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. And CJ, what's up, brother? How's Philippines treating you, man? Okay, now let's get on some news quickly, and I won't keep you guys too much longer because I know it's Friday and you want to just enjoy your life. So, Bank of America wants a patent system to hold cryptocurrency storage. Here's the whole messed up part. Why the F would you ever give a bank your cryptocurrency? Why? Why would you give them the ability to store your private keys? Banks are the ones who are not trusting. Banks are the problem with the old system. So, this is actually good for people who like safety, but bad for people who actually understand what cryptocurrency is for, and also really bad for people that think that these guys are not going to just launder your cryptocurrency and just move it around and trade it and stuff. That's what you got to think about. Jad, what's up, man? Morning cup of coffee. Great way to start your day. Not too much, man. I'm good, doing good. But crypto is life, yo. For life. Okay, I'll stop with that. So yes, this is really ridiculous in my opinion, because if you actually understand what crypto is supposed to be and do, this is wrong. This is just backwards, honestly, to tell you the truth. America wanting to patent a cryptocurrency storage system, I don't want them having my crypto. Forget it. It's crazy. It's just a bad idea. So, another thing I wanted to just go over quickly. Nvidia just said yesterday they're out of cryptocurrency. They're not doing mining anymore. They're not making any more cards. But these are the cards that they were creating. The RTX 2080. So basically they said they didn't make a lot of money in crypto and it wasn't profitable, etc. But these cards, even if they did make them for crypto, they're like over $1,000. And because of the price tag that these cards have, even if people were miners, they would never buy these cards to mine, especially not now. The ROI would take forever. Seriously, forever. You'd have that running for 2 years to get your ROI at this rate. When Bitcoin goes to 100K, that's different. But right now, it would be really hard. So, no excessive regulation. Japan's new FSA chief backs crypto industry growth. So, why is this a good thing? Now, I've been telling you guys regulation, regulation, regulation. I didn't say that they should be over-regulated, which is what these guys are saying. So in Japan, they're saying they don't want to over-regulate it to the point where it makes it so slow to grow, like IPOs, for example, right now. IPOs are so expensive that no companies are really doing them anymore. You even have Airbnb and Uber who could do it, but why? Why would they do an IPO? It's so expensive. So for the crypto industry to grow, it needs regulation so people aren't getting scammed or doing some really shady stuff. But it also doesn't need excessive regulation where it costs so much money to do an ICO or do an STO that it ends up being pointless to even have crypto. And the whole point is it should make it better for middle-sized businesses and small businesses. Sandra, holy crap, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, girl? Hope you're doing well. All right, what's up, brother? So continuing on, guys. Let's talk about this. So, don't you think this is hilarious? The crypto market rises to 210 billion tokens like Icon see large raises. You guys remember that Icon's large raise today? It's still like 100. It's like 90% less than it was before that happened today. So, it's funny how we went from like going towards $1 trillion to cutting our market down by 75%, and now we're at 200 billion, and we're getting excited about it. I just think it's kind of funny, guys. Just kind of throwing some laughter and some humor into the fact that, you know, the market is down, and we're all feeling a little bit like, what in the hell is this actually going to move? But that's a good thing, and it might take 3 months. Seriously, it could take 3 more months for us to get out of the stuff. It could take till February and the ETF decision. So these are things that can happen, but I'm telling you right now, like, don't worry about the ETF. It's not the make or break. There's the ETN already, and there's other ways to invest in crypto that they don't really need it that badly. It just makes it easier. That's the only benefit. It's the easier. Bakkt Exchange is much bigger, and ICE Exchange. ICE having Bakkt and also the NASDAQ Exchange, those are two that are going to create huge liquidity in crypto. Those are going to be bigger than any ETF. People don't understand that, though. So, still only able to lay down and in pain. You're still in pain 24/7, Sandra. You need to make a lawsuit or something. That's crazy. Like, you went in for a simple surgery and now you've been in pain for months. It's not okay. Frustrating. You're like Bitcoin. I like that analogy though. I'm like Bitcoin. I just keep going down. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. I promise. Okay, so this is a good thing by Coinbase that they did. They added exchange. They added core principles. So what are the core principles that Coinbase basically wrote down that they're going to follow? They're basically only a few really things. It's basically fairness, security, and transparency. So they want to make sure that there's no manipulation, so it's fair. Infrastructure will grow. They have the right setup for the institutional investors. They have cybersecurity. They have the right compliance, etc. So basically, they want to ensure transparency so that it's open on the rule book. Everything is above board, basically. And so they're also going to let you they're going to transparently list assets. So what this all means is basically they're going to do due diligence, and this is great because they need to do this. Is there no Federal Reserve? What is Tether? Federal Reserve is run by the government. Benicio. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. Sorry, I'm looking for a little bit from my other computer. So, anyways, Tether could be in some ways similar, but the point is there's only 3 billion tethers. So as much as it, you know, is a lot of money and stuff, which is not even 1/10 of the market cap. So you can't even compare. If you look at like macro analysis, it's not. You're looking to micro analysis for that one. Tether is bad, and Tether could, if it's legit what people think it might be, then it's huge problems. But I think honestly, it's just FUD around the project. People don't like it. I think that's something that their competitors will probably create. Sue and buy more Bitcoin. I like that. Yes, I will take them to court and then put all the money in crypto. They destroyed my pituitary nerve, the nerve responsible for all down there. Oh, sorry, Sandra, man. That's brutal. Sue their asses and just take the crypto to the moon. Straight up. All Fed messages are erased by Facebook and LinkedIn. Are they really? I didn't know that. But so far, I'm so good. Maybe that's also why... Hey, maybe that's why my newsfeed only has, like, my live feed only has, like, 30-something people, which is less than normal on a Friday, so potentially what it is. So, just jumping back in here before I let you go, because I know it's been 25 minutes. I'm trying to wrap it up. That's it. So, those are all the main important things. What I want you guys to take from this is understanding one main core concept, and it's this. click that subscribe button and share button on Facebook, please. And thank you. No, what I'm saying is, to wrap it all up, we definitely, hyperinflation is coming, okay? Understand that as crypto starts sucking up more fiat currencies, which it will, we're slowly going to move away from fiat. It's going to take 20 years, but it's going to happen, okay? And that's okay if it takes time. I'm okay with that because it's still going to go up immensely in value over that time, okay? So main point is this. Know that the Federal Reserve is a problem. Know that crypto is going to be fine. And know that with Bitcoin, there are several reasons why they cannot do what they did with other currencies. And here's the perfect example. We have hard forks in crypto. So for example, ETC just got their hard fork from Coinbase, the people that didn't get it, right? So think about this. Let's say I have ETC and you make an unbacked loan. So you give me an IOU. But then guess what? Now my ETC gets hard forked and now there's a new coin called ETE. Now when I get my money back for my loan, I want my ETE and my ETC. Well, if you've given it away and traded it and stuff and you don't have it, now you owe double. Do you see why the risk would suck for a bank to do that? That's what I'm trying to get at, guys. Put your mind and wrap it around this stuff because it's going to really help you understand what we're trying to actually get to. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, so all Turkish people are buying crypto. Yeah, they are. And you know what? Anyone else in any country with hyperinflation is going to do it too. Iran is also doing it. Iraq is also doing it. There's lots of countries doing it. And what you'll see is China. I truly believe China will gain its freedom from crypto. When crypto becomes mainstream, and this is why they're trying to ban it, their people are going to get freedom. Because crypto will stop the Chinese government from being able to control everything it currently does. And decentralized apps will also do the same. So this is a really interesting world we're about to go into. And this is why I get excited about crypto. And this is why I'm not worried about prices as much. Accumulate what you can afford to accumulate. That's it. If you can trade a little bit, make some money with my bot when it's ready, do that. But honestly, just do what you can afford to do and you'll be fine. That's the key point. That's the most important part. Chris Morgan. Is Bitcoin going to 5,700? I think it will. I think it will be somewhere in the fives again. It will have to test. We went down. We went up. We need to come back down again to test that. I truly believe we have 2 to 3 months still of sideways movement until we hit like November or December even to see real growth. I could be wrong, but I just feel like the sentiment in the market is actually going to lead us to that. And technical analysis is also showing us we're going down more. So I think that that's the time. The time frame is we'll start bullying at the end of the year, near the end of the year. I think more than closer to the end of the year. I think we'll still have some good stuff too. So yeah. Dash team is in Thailand talking with the Thai government. Is here from government people. Yeah, and actually, Antonius, the really cool part is Dash just has a Tuesday night meeting every single week now, and my buddy Sasha runs that meeting for Dash, so I'm gonna be going to that more often in Bangkok. So, sweet stuff. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing in the next couple, the next week or two. It's gonna be interesting. I'll be going over meeting people from LA Token next week on Tuesday. On Friday next week, I will be going and meeting up with Liquid Exchange, Cryptos Exchange. They're having a little get-together in Bangkok. And then on the 31st, I'm going to be speaking at Blockhead. So that's going to be a really busy week next week. Lots of crypto stuff. Keep your eyes out and open for it because on the Friday, I will have some video for you guys to check out at the Blockhead. So, yeah, it's going to get some stuff done for you. And I hope all you guys have a great weekend. It's Friday. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekends. And I'll see all you guys on Monday. If there's anything that you need, guys, remember that you can always hit me up on the group. If you ever want a consultation, if you ever need tips for trading, want to learn how to just do the basics. There's some people that would give you testimonials of what I've done with them. And they definitely felt like it was really good and they got a lot out of it. So, yeah. That's it. I'm here for you. If you need anything, let me know, and I'll see all you guys shortly, probably in the next 3 days on Monday. So have a good one, guys, and I'll see you later. Mr. Joel, your cryptocurrency educator, signing off for the night. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.